So let's talk about title in the state of Pennsylvania. What is title search? What is title insurance? Do I really need them? How do you prove you own something? With a receipt, a bill of sale, or certificate of title. The easiest example is if it's a car. That car will be registered in your name with the state, right? So if someone looks up the VIN number or plates, the state can quickly tell them who owns the blue Model 3 Tesla. The state can tell them it's you. Proving who owns a home can be a little more difficult. Lenders will not allow buyers to purchase a home without knowing for sure it actually belongs to the person who is selling it. So they require you, the buyer, to conduct a title search. Lenders won't allow exceptions. They want to be the first person in the position as lien holder. During title search, they will look at the chain of title of a home working backward from owner to owner until it reaches where the land was originally granted from the government. How the title search is carried out varies from city to city, state to state, county to county, and depends on what kind of records have been kept. Here's an example. Let's say Cheryl is the seller who inherited her house from her parents who have both died. She now wants to sell the home. Cheryl has put the home up for sale and has a buyer. They've agreed on price, but when they go to do a title search, the title company finds that it's not Cheryl's property to sell. This is how public records can affect a property's title. They're going to look at records of death, divorces, court judgments, liens, taxes, and wills. Cheryl has to be fact-checked. Does she have siblings? Are they entitled to a portion of their parents' estate? Is there a will? Cheryl has to go to court and start the process to be named executor. And then she can transfer the property into her name, and then she can sell the property with a clean title. Something else that can happen is if there are any liens on the property, they would come up during the title search. Didn't pay your taxes, the government can put a lien on your property. If you got into a dispute with the contractors for the bathroom you put in and you didn't finish paying, that contractor can put a lien on your property for the monies owed. That lien will show up that the seller has to pay before the seller can transfer ownership. Otherwise, it becomes the buyer's debt. Another example I had was a buyer who was purchasing land. Well, you'd think that would be easier, right? Well, the seller purchased the lot from a sheriff's sale, and as part of the sale, all the liens were supposed to be wiped clean. Well, they weren't. And all the liens showed up when title did the search for my buyer. The seller had to go back and forth with the county, delayed the closing until they could get everything cleaned up so that my buyer could get clean title. Title is a standard contingency with the agreement of sale, which basically means if the title doesn't come back clean and the seller isn't willing to make the necessary payment, that's a breach. And a breach in contract happens when one party fails to hold up his or her part of the bargain. In this case, the buyer is off the hook in the agreement because the seller cannot provide clean title. Now, buyers, what about you? Are you off the hook? No, you are not. In Pennsylvania, buyers pay for the title insurance as a one-time cost that is based on the sales price of the home. Okay? You can Google it and put in the home values and they'll give you an estimate for title. When there is a mortgage, this insurance covers your lender. Remember, I said that they want to be the first insured. So it covers the lender. Otherwise, if you pay cash, the insurance goes to you. It will be in your name. Title will ask for the buyer's social security number to check for child support arrearages, and they also check for other liens or judgments filed against the buyer in the county of the purchase for the property. I'm told the searches will always be done. However, there are different rules regarding a cash buyer. Something else that came up was people with common names. If you have a common name like John Doe or John Smith, when judgments show up, title has to identify and try to eliminate whether they belong to you. So you may have to sign some additional paperwork saying that's not me, I never lived at that address, I do have the same name, but that debt does not belong to me. and your title company will be able to go over this with you. For more information, you have to speak to like a title officer, you know. So these are just a few examples from my experience, and I am not a title officer. I'm a realtor. In Pennsylvania, buyers pay title insurance fees. The title company is chosen by the buyers. There are some exceptions, okay? But the title company is a neutral third-party company. They will ask for information from the buyers and the sellers. They need the buyers and the sellers to give them permission to work with their confidential information, to work with your lenders, to get all that information ready, okay? The title company will run the title search, and they will also prepare the ALTA when a mortgage is involved. ALTA is spelled A-L-T-A. The ALTA statement is a list of all the fees or charges that the buyer and seller will pay during the settlement portion of the transaction. Everything from the sale price, the loan amount, the school taxes, the home insurance, and other pertinent financial information is on the ALTA statement. This document is provided as you get closer to settlement. It details exactly how much you will need to bring to the table if you're the buyer, and if you're the seller, it tells you exactly how much you're going to walk away from with the sale. My name is Tiffany. I'm a local realtor. If I can be of service to you, please reach out. I'm happy to help. All right, folks, that's pretty much everything today on title. Thanks so much for watching. If you want more, watch something fun. I don't know, maybe food truck night in Allentown. I'll cue it up right after this video.